welcome to our matchup between State Line and Berean Baptist. I'm here with Joe Tanney. My name's Adam Reyes. Thank you for joining us. And our matchup here tonight. Joe, what do you think about this game here? We're doing lineups right now.
Yeah, Adam, I think it's going to be a good game here. I think it's a good matchup. I think it's going to be close, but I guess you never know, right?
Yeah, it should be a good matchup. We just saw a little bit of an upset the game before this, a great game, CLA and Oak Hill. The winner of that, Oak Hill, will play the winner of this game for the semifinals. So if whatever team can come out of this one, you have a good chance to make a run at it for the championship, right?
Yeah,
so,
I think so.
Both teams kind of vying for that spot. It looks like size, not a huge advantage either way, just looking at these guys coming out for the starting lineup.
Yeah, they do look pretty evenly matched, I think. So, right, I think we're in for a good game.
Should be good. So it'll probably come down to a lot of outside shooting, defense, taking care of the ball, right? Your turnovers and free throws, as always.
Yep, free throws win the game, right?
Yep.
When it's a close game like that.
And tip goes, and they start off right away there with Berean.
All right, that was
taking that bucket.
Was
that Nick Cal, I think, or was that number 24?
I think so.
Okay, yep.
So.
And we were noticing earlier that he was on the high scorers list.
No, that's not what you want to do. I think that was a foul on a three-pointer. Oh, no.
Hey, we talked about free throws just a second ago. Here we go,
yeah,
right?
There you
so
go.
Let's take a look at the free throw.
Do that.
So Britton Alberts for Berean, their high scorer in the first game, first match with 14 points. So he'll be somebody to watch for Berean.
Well, pretty smooth from the line there. Number 10, that's Cooper Worley. See if he can get two more for him. Well, a little too strong there.
He was kind of trying to point out one of the Berean players going across the line. I think he thought it was just a two-point free throw. Usually that's what it is, right? 3 points kind of throw you out a little bit. So.
Yeah, it does. Not something that happens too often.
Yep.
And then an offensive rebound. Wow.
You know, I was thinking as we were looking at that starting lineup, number 15 for State Line is definitely a force to be reckoned with inside. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get a lot of rebounds.
Yeah,
get his hands on a lot of balls. It looks like he has a little bit of size.
Yeah,
maybe just even upper body. Against Berean's front line.
Wow, that was good. Yeah. Speaking of which, a steal.
So he's already affected a couple different plays.
Eli
inside. Yeah, Eli Dyer is his name.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's going to be a big factor.
He's a senior too, so he's been around the basketball court a little bit.
That was supposed to be a lob because that did not look like a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, when it misses everything like that, I know that as a bad shooter, you just say it's a pass. That was just a pass, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
That did not look like a shot. I think he was just trying to throw it up.
Yep.
Little backdoor cut.
Yeah, totally.
So looks like Coop, that number 10, they kind of run everything through him.
Nice box there, number 34 for Berean. Nick Cal, a senior also. So I always like to see who those upperclassmen are. Those are kind of your leaders on your team.
Yep.
And the ones that, hopefully aren't going to be phased by a little bit of pressure. Nice interior passing there.
Oh, nice putback. That was Britton Alberts. He's a senior. Speaking of seniors.
Senior. Again, their leading scorer from last game, so definitely a lot of things going through him.
Wow, that's some good arc on that three-pointer.
Yep. Not on course, though, right?
A little off, but that's all right. Good defense there. That was Aiden Kale, I'm guessing.
Looks like we have our first sub of the game, number 5, Blake Gutierrez for Berean, senior coming off the bench. Berean playing a zone against State Line.
I think Eli is going to be a tough guy to stop for State Line.
Yep.
Just like you said, he just has the size.
That might be the zone option, too, that they're trying to do, is trying to hold that middle, make sure that you keep him out of the paint.
Yeah. Oh, we got an offensive foul by Berean.
I didn't see that one. Looks like it might have been off the ball, maybe?
34.
I don't know. I didn't notice.
Yeah, maybe it was like setting a screen.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Or something. That's probably what it was.
So State Line really attacking that baseline, especially on this right side.
Looks like Berean's pretty much giving them the three.
Yeah, and so far they haven't really paid for it.
Not
State
really.
Line missed a couple of them already, so you know if that continues to happen, Berean will be pretty happy in that zone.
Just stick with what works.
Tough call there, right?
I don't.
Kind of got the ball stripped a little bit, and then ended up grabbing it back again.
The rules are if another player touches the ball, it's not a double dribble.
Right.
It's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless the ref thought nobody did touch it. Nobody was able to reach in there. I don't know. So Kale got called for the travel on that
calls
one.
They have to make pretty quick. Right?
Yep, exactly.
Another three ball, wide open.
This time he got to set himself a little bit more. You saw him kind of make sure this one goes in. That's Zach Marshall. And we saw him on the high scoring list too.
And we should bring up, Adam, that Berean is undefeated.
Yeah, absolutely.
This year,
yeah.
Coming into this game. So
they haven't been in a lot of close, or I shouldn't say a lot of close games, but they haven't lost any for sure.
They haven't lost any. And they're definitely right in this one. It's a two-point game.
So if State Line can push them a little bit, it might be unknown territory for them a little bit.
Number 10 on State Line. He likes that three ball. Yeah, they're not going to let him get away with the hand check there. He was definitely pushing
right in
him a little bit. I think it's good. It's good that the referees are controlling the game. You want to do that.
Especially the start of the game. Would you agree?
Right.
It's kind of like you got to establish that.
Set the tone.
Yep.
You don't want it to get out of
control. You're going to get called for that. So.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, they just finished again a thriller of a game, the game before this, and they had to run right back out here after an overtime. Very intense. Ended up being a 4-point game.
Look out for, oh my God. Another shot by Eli.
Dyer inside.
Eli Dyer.
This is a dire situation if you're Berean.
It is, well played, Adam. Well played.
Nice crossover there, and great pass too, but couldn't handle it on the Berean side.
Good look. Got a travel by Berean.
Didn't see that one on the baseline. Looks like just on that rebound. One took off too quickly.
They were able to stop the fast break, but then they traveled.
Yeah.
That's kind of a bummer, but
there are a few little mistakes that are costing Berean some of those chances. So
that was a beautiful crossover. He got right past his defender. Nice dish, but just not able to quite.
Yeah, and who was that for Berean? That was Aiden Kale, I believe, on that drive.
Right, and Britton Alberts, which it seems like he's a pretty good finisher for them, but just couldn't quite handle the pass.
Yep, a little bit of a tough pass.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, those are tough when they get thrown too low. Those are.
And you're moving quickly to the basket.
Yep. It can be a difficult one.
Well, thank you for joining us on this broadcast. I'm assuming we have some fans from State Line and Berean joining us, so thank you for joining in. And our tournament sponsored by Dayspring Bible College, Joe, which we are both the graduates.
Yes, it is. We're both alumni
of Dayspring,
yes.
And so the students are sponsoring this, and the college sponsoring this tournament, doing a lot of the work behind the scenes, a lot of the food service, and all the different things going on. So we thank you to the big thank you to the Dayspring students and Dayspring Bible College.
Yeah, they do a great job. I see one coming in right now with some ice. We got Daniel and another one of the students. They work hard, and it ends up being a great tournament.
Absolutely,
we're not biased at all.
No, it's a great opportunity for these kids, for these guys, Christian schools, to be able to come in and have a great time for a couple of days. So hopefully win, right? But even without the win, still enjoy themselves.
Still good competition.
Yep. You can kind of see Zach Marshall.
Zach Marshall, 21. That's his second three, right?
Following through a little bit more. So Berean, I don't know if they're going to have to break out of the zone, but for sure get out there, especially on 21, Zach Marshall.
Yeah, that's a tough call, but you have to close out on the three. You not like you necessarily have to, guard him tight, but you can't.
You have to know where he's at on the floor.
Like
right now, he's in the corner there, so you have to have a guy that's within,
it looks like they're starting
within
to come
6 or 7 feet
on the zone.
Everybody else, they haven't been able to hit that three. So, but if it gets this guy,
beautiful pass by Eli to the driving Marshall.
Yep.
Not quite. Berean is out of sync.
Yeah.
They are just really
another turnover.
Right now.
Just not on the same page.
And it's hard when you miss a couple passes like that. You start to get frustrated.
Yep.
And you really just have to just settle down and go back to what's worked for all those wins. They're a good team.
Yeah, it is tough. And then, when you have had a winning season like that and haven't faced a team with as much pressure or whatever it is, sometimes that adversity, you're not used to that, right? Like, you've won all your games. So, you're not used to being down 7, 8, 9 points like
that was
this.
a nice drive. That was Cooper Worley. Beautiful drive in there. State Line has some nice offensive weapons.
Yes,
they have a few guys that can really bring it to you.
Marshall, a shooter. You have Dyer inside with a lot of size and upper body strength there. So, there's a lot of things going on well for this team.
Nice drive for
nice floater.
Berean. That's number
nice
20.
play.
That's Joel Christians. Beautiful. They got to do more of that.
5'8" junior for Berean. So, nice floater for sure. Yeah, the biggest thing for Berean right now is just take care of the basketball, just do those basics, right? Just rebound the basketball, close out on the threes, and watch those passes.
And don't turn the ball over because they've had too many of those to start the game.
Absolutely. You're only down by 7, so you're right there, but you just have to take care of some of those mistakes early on, or you could find yourself in a bigger hole. And that's the nice weapon of having Dyer inside, be able to get it to him first and then kick it out.
Did you see that nice closeout, though? Now they're closing out on the three. You have to do that.
I think they especially have to know where Marshall is, though, because I think he's a better shooter. I think he's a little bit quicker release, and
he seems to be their best.
So you really have to watch where he's at.
Right, for State Line, Oh boy,
that was a between the legs pass right there,
but pretty amazing if he would have. Stolen away by number 34. That was impressive. Nick Kale, that was a beautiful steal. Turn it over for some points for Berean.
Yeah, big bucket right there, number 25.
Looks like Jack Gerke.
That was a nice pass, too, inside to him. I think that was from 34 after the steal. He drove up the left side and saw the guy go into the basket. Always important to look up the court.
Yes.
You have to see
for the cutter.
Who's in front of you, who else is coming with you, right? So, great play there.
Got to have that court vision.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
see if we can get the old-fashioned three-point
Kale and Gerke here at the line, Jack Gerke. And he's just a sophomore, it looks like, so playing some big minutes for his team.
Nice touch on the line. Looks like Berean offense is starting to awaken.
Yeah.
Which is good for them.
No, that's a huge step because, again, they're not used to being down by a few points, so we wanted to see how they were going to come back.
Steal by Berean. Oh, I think that probably could have been called a foul, but I just don't think the referee saw the whole play.
I think Berean would agree with you on that one. So Joel Christians with the ball, had the ball knocked out of bounds.
Fair play.
It was kind of hard to tell if it was just the player's reaction or if he actually did get bumped.
Blake Gutierrez with the drive, a little too strong.
Good play, good play. The guy was all over him, so just take it. Take it to the hole.
Nice pass, cross court for the three. Yeah, I feel like Berean's starting to get into their rhythm. I mean, they missed the shot, but it's the shot you want.
Yep. They're getting a shot, right?
Yes,
they're not throwing the ball away on the way down the court.
Exactly. So. It's like a foul before the shot.
This will be something good, important to watch too in this game. If you're Berean, is your foul situation because you're trying to stop Dyer inside. The foul right now is 5 to 1, right? Against Berean. So that'll be something important to watch.
Good defense by Berean to stop Eli Dyer. No foul.
So I like the substitution for Berean where he's kind of rotating guys in and out. He's not just keeping the same 5 because I think you're going to need that on the foul end. Right. So smart move to bring in guys like number 5 for Berean. Gutierrez. Little handoff pass there.
Yeah.
Double team in the corner. Great defense here by State Line, really closing off every
they really
avenue.
Are playing some tough D. Gutierrez, oh my goodness.
Threw it up there.
Not quite enough on that one.
Yeah, he wants that one back. Now we're down to 8 seconds left.
Yep. Oh. Oh. The turnaround jumper, no good. Good
that was a
try,
great
though.
stop if you're Berean. Because all of a sudden, that's a 2-point swing right there, or a 3-point swing potentially.
Their defense is doing well, and the offense is definitely starting to come alive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sure. So yeah, we'll come back in just a minute. We'll take a break with these guys too, and we'll jump into the second quarter. We have a 13-9 game. State Line in the lead. Thanks for joining us on the Eagle Sports Network. Welcome back to our second quarter here between State Line Christian, Berean Christian, and
nice.
2-point shot right there, right off the bat. Who was that? Was that
was
Marshall again?
Yeah,
this guy's a scorer.
He's in the first round there, Adam, he had 18 points in their first game, so he's a scorer.
It'll be interesting to see how long Berean goes before they put a man on him.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice rebound there. Not a great shot, but Alberts, the other scorer in the game, the high scorer for Berean, grabs that ball. That's just garbage pickup day, right? You take that little garbage and just dump it in there.
What I'm seeing with Berean, they're not like super kill you, but they stay at it. They get the rebounds.
Find ways to score.
They find ways to score, yeah.
Good defense there.
Good defense.
They're definitely picked up on the defensive end. But it'll be interesting to see how long before Berean puts somebody on Marshall, because he's just such a scorer, inside, outside driver,
really
shooting,
is.
just like everywhere on the floor.
He's got a great shot. He's just a very smooth touch on that shot.
Yep.
Little drive here, turn around. Nope. That's gonna be
that's tough. Tough call there.
Yep.
Definitely the right call, but it was tough because he was going for that loose ball, but by the time he got there, it wasn't a loose ball anymore. The guy had it.
Yeah,
so
right.
That gets called against number 20 for Berean, Joel Christians, junior guard. We already talked about the score is really close right now, 15-11, but the foul situation is not close. It's 6-1 right now.
Well, I think we've talked about this before, Adam, is you really have to be careful after you shoot the ball and the defense gets the rebound. Just go back on defense.
It's very easy to just get trapped into getting that ball back, especially if you were the one to make the mistake.
Right, you're frustrated, but it's...
You want to make up for it, too. It's not just like
Yeah, that was some good defense by Berean, but Zach Marshall has the look of going all the way. And he did, but...
He did. Just got a little bit too far underneath the basket, right?
Oh, wow.
Number 10 can't buy that three-pointer. A lot of these are looking really good.
Man.
And if you're Berean, you probably want to close out on that before he starts hitting those.
Cooper Worley like I think he got robbed on that shot.
Yeah, he sure did.
I thought that was going to go in.
It hit every part of the rim, I think.
But just didn't quite go in.
Bounced out of there.
But Berean seems to be closing out better on those three. They're going to have to. They're going to win this game.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a couple shooters for State Line. And I wonder if Berean will be forced to have to go man-to-man.
I think
great play there.
Berean's just wearing them down on offense.
Christians, that was a great move. He wasn't really looking at it at first. He was looking for a guy to pass to, and all of a sudden it was like, there's nobody all the way to the basket. I'll just take this myself.
Well, and the way they spread out, so they're doing that motion offense, Adam.
Yeah.
They're pulling Eli Dyer out from the rim, so he can't be a rim protector.
That's a great move. Berean, that's where you can kind of use a disadvantage into an advantage, where you have 5 guys who can play outside.
Right.
So if you have Dyer on you, just stay outside and hit the 3 if he stays inside.
There you go. He's wide open now. Missed
the shot, but trying to keep that guy outside.
Yep. Oh, wow, that seemed pretty forced.
It did, yeah, it did. I wonder if he thought he had maybe another foot or two.
I wonder why he put that up. I don't know.
He might have thought he had more room before that defender was coming
from
behind him. Yep.
Shouldn't have tried
Red jersey right there.
Yeah. Oh, Eli finds
good hands by Dyer.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Check that guy's hands for like tape or something.
Oh, wow.
Blue.
You cannot leave him that open. They dodged the bullet there.
Yeah, a little bit of a off the dribble. He just didn't quite have his form.
Yeah.
He's definitely better off the pass for that jump shot. But you're right. Yeah,
you have to close out.
Yeah, the coach does not want to see that guy taking open shots.
Literally, that's their best shooter, Zach Marshall. He's at least close out on him.
By the way, we should mention that the Kales are all over the Berean map here with Coach Matt Kale leading the charge here for the Kingsmen.
You're right.
So there's a lot going on here for this Berean team.
Oh, thinking about the 3. Oh, kicks it over to Joel Christians. Well, that actually
looked a little bit short.
Good.
Yeah, it looked like a decent shot. I say keep shooting it if you're Christians, and plus you have Dyer, so you are helping the team. Even if you don't make those shots, you're making him come out. You're forcing him out of that
making
zone.
Making him respect the shot, but he's going to do that to you.
Yeah. You know he's going to need his points inside.
He's already pushing double figures. I think he's got 8 points down there already.
Yeah. 4-point game right now. If you're Berean, you just don't want to
get too
force
much in
it.
the hole.
You don't want exactly that, and you also don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. It looks like number 1, Aiden Cal, is trying to make things happen, but you also got to play loose too. If you tighten up too much, it gets to be hard to make baskets. Hard to make plays.
That's true. Yeah, just let the game flow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not like that though.
This is a great setup for Dyer.
There we go.
He's a pretty athletic for a big guy.
He is.
Right?
He's pretty fast.
Don't want to say he reminds me of you, Joe, out there, but he's able to roll with the basket like that, just like athletic big guy like that. He's good inside. This is a good player.
It's just nice to have somebody like that on your team.
Absolutely, yeah.
You got a presence down low. You got some guys that can shoot outside.
Right. Well, that's the thing with Berean, with their decisions on defense, is that if you did go man-to-man, then you're leaving that guy even more open in the middle.
Right,
so
then you
it's
got
tough.
one guy on him, they set a pick or something, he's wide open.
Right. You really want to have a double team on that guy inside.
Right.
With his play and size.
Oh, there's a good shot. Oh, too much.
Yeah, you got him an open look, and I think that's part of Kale's frustration out there, too. He's used to hitting those shots, you can tell.
Yeah.
So
he's probably just a little keyed up, but he'll settle down. I mean, we're halfway through the second quarter. He's got a whole half left.
Yep. Some good ball movement from State Line.
Wow, that was a nice, good defense by Berean to stop that. Marshall had a good idea, but shut down by Berean pretty quick. Yeah,
both teams very unselfish. A lot of passing, a lot of ball movement, trying to get the open look.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with Berean's defense so far. Other than the closeout on the 3, they could work on that a little bit, but their overall pressure and just getting to the ball is they do a really good job.
You can tell how they'd be undefeated.
Yes.
Right. It's They do a lot of things well.
Defense is a good offense.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. And also just taking care of the ball better this last quarter and a half, where they've been able to start to clean that up a lot more.
Yeah, it seems like they really have. Good drop. Oh, not quite able to handle that.
Yeah.
That was
trying to stay in bounds, trying to stay inside of the basket.
Now, do you think they're brothers or cousins? Should we even
I
try
wasn't
to
sure.
guess?
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. Yeah, I know.
Somebody's going to comment.
Yep.
Oh,
Let
nice
us know.
steal there. That was Jack Gerke. Yeah, Berean, I mean, they're down by 6. They're right in the game. You know,
yeah. That was a timeout from Berean, I believe, as they were bringing the ball up. I think they were going to try and push it for a little bit of a fast break there, but coach wants to talk it over. You have a 6-point game. You have 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in this first half. You want to close up that deficit.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a few buckets, have it just be like a one-possession game.
Right.
Something, if you can.
Especially with the foul situation that they have, and you have some tough things on defense to work on between the big guy inside, a couple good shooters, especially Marshall outside for State Line.
Right.
So Berean definitely would like to keep that close going to the second half.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. They're going to start out on offense here after the timeout.
It looked like Berean might get a chance at an open look as they were coming down that court for that last one. But I think, not a bad call by the coach just to draw something up.
Yeah, just kind of
get a good open look.
Give them a little.
They've had a couple of bad-looking shots too the last couple times down, so maybe just try and draw something up that'll work for them.
Oh, nice. Well, that's not what you want, but it was a good idea.
Yeah. State Line getting their hands in there too, so you have to give them credit. It's not just Berean's mistakes.
No.
It's also State Line.
Some good defense.
They got some good long arms in the lanes.
Wow. Marshall with a rare miss there, just rattled out.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those for State Line where good-looking shots that you think usually go down, but haven't gone down for them.
Yeah.
Will just help Berean stay in this game.
Kale, back to Kale. Oh, way too strong. Wow.
Got to the basket, which is good.
Yeah, Britton Alberts just got a soft touch there.
Yeah, he hasn't scored in a little while, and I think that's been the problem for Berean. You want to get it maybe in his hands again?
Yeah. State Line wants a timeout. I think maybe he wants to draw up his own play.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about Berean trying to come back and trying to get 4 or 5 points to just be within one possession. But on the flip side of that, if you can get State Line, if they can get a few points, push this one a little bit into the 10-point lead range, that would be great for them going to the second half.
Get a little more of a comfortable lead for them.
Yeah, this next minute, could be big in the second half. Just a couple possessions.
I feel like Dyer was really he hit a couple shots right in the beginning, but Berean's kind of figured out how to defend. He's still going to score. You're not going to stop him completely. But
it seems to kind of come and go. He'll get them in bunches. He'll get 2 or 3, and then they'll go away from him for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I mean, really, Berean, surprisingly, they have the 6 fouls, but I haven't seen a single guy with 2. They're all. It's like all of them have 1 foul in there, so they're doing a good job of balancing it.
They got to that 5 mark, and they really didn't foul much.
Yeah, it's smart play by Berean, absolutely.
So they kind of backed off a little bit, which is.
They kind of learned probably too what's being called, so that helps.
Yeah, you learn.
The first couple minutes are always figuring out.
The referee's going to give you, what he's not going to give you.
Yeah.
Sure. That's definitely true.
Into the corner here for State Line. Marshall kicks it out.
Really, you only see Marshall and Worley and Dyer are their main shooters. I was just thinking
we haven't really called a lot of other names out, have we?
Well, there we go. Dyer, he's got the ball. That guy, he knows how to work it in.
If you're looking for a shot, I don't think you even have to call a timeout if you're state line. You just yell out the name.
Just
right?
give it to Dyer.
Right.
That guy's
right. Nice play inside. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's definitely
I was
going to
say.
Maybe give him some continuation on that shot.
Oh, yeah, that's what he was hoping for.
He was hoping for
it was
that.
kind of a late call, honestly. I didn't think they were going to call it for a second. And I was thinking, that was definitely a foul, swipe across for him.
He was really hoping they'd give it. I was
yeah,
turning around and
right,
shooting.
Right, he's like, well, it's a late call anyways. Just give me the shot, too. I'll take that. It's fine. So Nick Kale at the line, senior. We have to assume some sort of relation to the coach.
Oh,
man.
I really
both
thought
sides.
That was
these
go
balls
in.
are like right there. Like that one usually goes in.
That was painful. When you see it like sit on the rim like that,
especially when you're down. Like these ones you can handle when you're winning the game, but when you're down by 8, you need every basket.
Every point. Yes, exactly. So important. Oh, that's tough. Oh, see,
almost got away with the steal.
I tell you, Adam.
Yeah.
Just go back on defense. Don't
especially in this situation because you're going to put them at the line.
Well, now he's going to a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tough when you go to the line. You miss 2 in a row. That's hard. But that's the game. And not the guy you wanted to foul.
That's very true.
Zach Marshall.
I don't know what they're calling here.
Seems to be a little confusion.
Yeah. I think, you know what it was? Probably because it was an offensive rebound or an offensive
He's
foul.
like, who's supposed to be shooting the ball?
Right, right.
I know what that's like.
Yeah.
I've never reffed high school, but I have reffed some games, and it's easy to get confused on.
Well, they're all wearing red, so one of the red guys put him in the line. Just pick one of them out.
Which one was it?
And, of course, he picks Marshall. Good call right there. This guy, a good shooter.
Oh, wow. He got the friendly bounce on that one,
yeah.
Adam.
Well, good shooters usually do get those bounces.
They do.
Right? You have the right the right form, the right rotation.
He does have really nice form. He's got good rotation on the ball.
Well, that's a big swing right there. You go from having a chance to get 2 points to losing 2 points if you're Berean. That's tough. You got 13 seconds left. You'd love to get a shot here.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Dyer, and they almost could have called a foul, too.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Dyer is completely killing them. He's got like 12 or 14
Yeah, that was such a swing. Such a swing. We
really
talked about that
was.
1 minute, that last minute of the half potentially being a
it
game-changing minute, and that really was. You had a chance. It was 19-13, I think.
Yes,
and
it
you had
was.
a chance to do
It
2
was.
free throws, or maybe it was 21-13.
You could have made it a
but
4-point
you could have made it a
game,
4 or
and
5
now
point
it's
game.
12-point.
Yeah, so that hurts a lot if you're Berean. So you got some things to talk about going to the locker room. Dyer is one of them. Turnovers, number 2.
Right.
And Marshall, I think, number 3.
Adam,
so.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Berean has scored more than 13 points in every other half they've played this season.
Yeah, if you're going to win games, I think so. I
think that's safe to say.
We'll go and take a break along with these guys, and we'll come back in a few minutes, talk about the second half, State Line and Berean. All right, welcome back to our halftime between State Line and Berean. Both teams out here warming up a little bit for the second half. And we have some stats in front of us too. Joe, going over the first half. So it looks a couple things that jumped out at me. Berean 0 for 6 from three-point range.
Wow.
So something to keep in mind for them that they can't really come back that way. I think you got to make a couple if you're going to come back in this game.
Yeah.
So if you're open and you can make it, shoot it, right? But
right. I think the most success that Berean had was when they worked it around and got like a shot somewhere inside. Maybe not a layup, but somewhere closer to the rim. Right. I think that's going to be how they're going to have to win. It's hard to work through Dyer because he's got the height.
Right. Exactly.
But you can work around one guy. And like we said, if they pull him out through their motion offense, I think they can make it work.
The key guy that I think for Berean the second half is going to be Britton Alberts. He's got one of the only guys in the positive performance rating, and he's got 4 points, but he can score more than that. His 4 points came early in this game, and then he hasn't really had a lot of touches or a lot of shots at least that second quarter. So I say you have to go to him early. The first couple possessions, I say look for Alberts. Try and find him, flash from the basket, jump shot, mid-range, whatever it is. Try and get him scoring again for you.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. A lot of turnovers there for Berean too. We talked about that in the first half. So they have to find a way to just clean up that ball work and be able to just take care of the basketball.
I think Berean they definitely figured out the defensive end. They brought the intensity, but they're going to have to figure it out offensively. You got to score more than 13 points in a half.
Yeah.
You got to change that.
Right.
So hopefully they can.
There's a couple shooters on that other side for State Line between Dyer inside and Marshall on the outside. Those two.
And Worley likes to shoot. He hasn't hit it. He hit one.
Yeah.
But you got to watch out because he was close to hitting one or two other ones. So
we'll pull up the bracket really quick too. Let you guys see who's going to be playing where after this game is done. So the winner goes on to the semifinal against Oak Hill tomorrow to try and get into the championship, and then the loser would go and play for 5th place. I don't know who they would play. It looks like maybe CLA.
I think so. I think they're going to be playing CLA.
So
loser,
you guys can
CLA, winner, Oak Hill. So.
All right, coming out the second half, I can see the Berean faithful trying to cheer on their team, trying to get them some enthusiasm. If you can make a couple shots, you're only down 12.
Yeah,
2 or 3 shots changes this game dramatically.
And, yes, State Line ended that second quarter on a pretty big run. So
that was unfortunate for
Berean's
Berean.
kind of due for a run, and hopefully they can string it together, but see what they can do.
And State Line just trying to establish again what you were able to do the first half.
So
get it inside of Dyer, and Marshall keep shooting. I was wondering if Berean would come out with any kind of other defense, but it looks like they're going to stick with that zone.
Oh, that was too easy.
Going to lead to an easy basket for Marshall, and that was set up perfectly for what that zone gives you. The big guy's coming across, or double teaming him, but then the back door was open.
I'm pretty sure that's what State Line tried to do in the beginning of the game. They tried that little lob pass.
Yeah.
It did not work out.
Right.
Looked much better over there.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer of a turnover for Berean right there.
Both those possessions show you exactly what's happened this whole game.
It's not good.
Easy bucket for State Line and turnover for Berean.
Yeah, they're really going to have to turn it around here. Good defense. They're definitely sticking it to Dyer.
Got Marshall the look they wanted. He wasn't able to hit the jump shot.
Oh. You can't do that. You can't do that. This is going to be now their 3rd shot opportunity for this possession.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah, you got to get.
It's tough for Berean. They're definitely in a disadvantage here with the size inside.
Yes. And they do have some height, though.
No, they do.
Nobody's as tall as Dyer, for sure.
Right.
But
I wonder if they're more comfortable in that zone. If that's what they played most of the year, man-to-man might be tough for them to swing. It's hard to learn that in the middle of a tournament trying to get to the winner's bracket.
Yep.
So.
It sounds like, they won all these other games. So like you said, I don't think they've just faced this amount of pressure.
That's the hard part, too, is that
tough.
you haven't had to change anything, right? If you're winning games, you don't really need to change your defense.
Right,
You don't really need to change things. So why change it? You're winning, So that makes it hard when you do run into a team where they're giving you problems with the things you normally do. You don't really have option B because you haven't needed option B this season.
Right.
So, Coach, Coach trying to get his guy, number 1, Aiden Kell, trying to get him to be able to run this offense. He's frustrated. You know, he's one of the guys bringing the ball up. A lot of turnovers this game. You know, not just on his end, but just in general. So you can tell it's getting to him a little bit. So Coach trying to talk him through it, talk about what they can do differently.
Here comes Kale, see what he can do. Little crossover. Good look, good look. Oh, no. Yeah, we got another foul on a three-pointer.
Yeah. It happened
what are
on
the
this
odds?
side of the court.
Twice in the same game?
Different teams, right? I think the first one went against went for State Line. So I saw a little bit of contact after that shot. The shot was pretty clean, but then it was like the after, you know, as he's jumping in.
And you can't hit him even while he's still in the motion of the shot. That's still kind of counts.
Good call if they saw that, because I don't know. It's easy to miss right after the shot.
Right,
so.
right. Everyone kind of takes their eyes off of the shooter.
Yep.
Yeah, that's correct.
So this
see
is
if he
Joel
can turn
Christian.
some of this into some points.
We've called Christian's name a lot this game. He's really had the ball a lot, so you need some points from him too.
They got to get him a couple more shots, because he really does have a nice shot.
Yeah.
Really
well, they're looking at the same stats we are, and they're seeing the deficit. You know, they need to hit a couple threes, I think, this second half if they're going to come back.
Oh, shooter's touch on that one. That was nice. And
we've seen a couple of those ones bounce out of there this game. So you can make this one. You cut this to a 12-point lead for State Line.
It'll help you out for sure. Got to start chipping away.
Good first couple.
A little too strong.
Yeah, this definitely isn't a team, Berean, where you can score, 12, 13 points in a couple minutes. So you definitely have to be coming back. Chipping away is exactly right.
Exactly.
That's going to be the key.
Yeah.
Tough call against Dyer.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get every call. Coach not happy about that one, but
sure. But he did move his feet, so.
Yeah, I wonder if the coach was just saying maybe the defender moved him. I'm not sure what.
Well, it'd be pretty tough to move that guy.
That's
Adam.
true.
I'm just going to be honest right now. There we go. Oh, wow.
Good play inside, but just wasn't able to put it down.
Albert's, he's going to have to give him a few buckets if they're going to come back.
That is what we've talked about, getting him some touches.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Good ball movement, State Line moving it around.
Nice drive. Oh, my goodness. He got
found the open
robbed
guy
on that layup. Oh, that's a tough one for State Line. And Berean you cannot throw the ball away when you're down by 13. That's a tough break for them, because that was a good drive by number 34.
Yeah, Nick Kale, he definitely has been done that a couple times, trying to push the ball up, which is smart to do if you're having trouble in the half-court set. Try and get an open look and a little bit more of a fast break opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's just tough, because a lot of the times they're stopping their dribble and they're looking for that pass, but it's not
nice
open.
Block. That was Albert's with that block. That was nice.
Trying to play that middle.
They're not giving up anything easy to Dyer down low now. Wow, didn't even hit the rim. What do we have?
Blood, maybe? I don't know. That was a weird call.
Bleeding? Bloody nose?
Must have been something. I thought it was a foul there at first, because
I think it was a bloody nose. I don't know if he got hit in the nose or if he just started bleeding. Looked like a bloody nose, though.
That shot came down kind of weird after the shot, too, so I wonder if it did hit him in the nose. You know how those come off the rim or off the backboard quickly? Yeah, a lot quicker than you're used to.
To fall so quickly, it's like a surprise. Like, oh, okay. Wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah, who was that? He ran out of the gym pretty fast.
That was Nick Kale who had to run out there.
Yeah, Kale, yep.
They're going to need him back.
No, they will. Yeah, he's been a huge part of the team for sure.
Dry up that nose quick, man.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's kind of funny when they come in with stuff over their nose or in their nose, but it's just get back in the game. Who cares how you look?
Right, who cares?
I don't know if I would do this very long. They do not look that comfortable dribbling around the perimeter.
Oh, there we go.
But who am I? They just scored, so it works.
I really think that half-court offense where they run that motion, that's they're most comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Stick with what you're good at.
Right,
you know?
there you go. Yeah. Yeah, no, nice bucket for Gutierrez.
Yeah, that was.
And it does force Dyer out of that middle.
It does.
So
it
that's
opens
the great
it up.
part about it.
Exactly. Worley.
Nice shot.
Cooper Worley for 2.
We've seen him miss a few three-pointers in the first half, so he's like, all right, let's just do the mid-range game. The two-pointer.
Nice block by Dyer. Yeah, you have to know who you're going up against, or just release the ball faster, something. Oh, little to the big man, little flip shot.
I thought that was going down low to 33.
Too strong. Good look though. I mean, that's
there was like a split second where they had Dyer open even more inside, but by the time they got it to him, there were a couple white shirts down there able to guard him. Gutierrez on the outside. This goes to Kale. Great crossover from this guy. He's a good handler.
Too far out to be doing like a leaning shot like that. Like another step would have been great, kind of in the key there. But I feel like he picked it up and tried to shoot just a little bit too fast.
He wants it back for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll go and take a break here and let you guys actually take a look at the bracket too. I wanted to show you guys where those teams are going to be ending up if they win or whether they win or lose. So you guys kind of know what time to expect your team to play coming up.
Right now, the way it's trending, we'll be seeing State Line going up against Oak Hill
in the semifinals.
Yep, Berean against CLA trying to go for 5th place.
Right.
But it ain't over yet.
No,
folks.
not over yet for sure. 13-point game, 3:11 left in this third quarter. And it looks like the players are coming back out. We're jumping back to this game. What do you think they have to do here? Looks like we have red ball coming out.
I just think defensively, Berean's doing great. I mean, they're shutting down Dyer. They're really playing well. They just have to score. You're at 17 points towards the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, what was the score at halftime? 25-13. You held them to 5 points.
Yeah, you
spoke too soon. Got some open looks inside.
That was almost an over the back. That was a close call. It seemed like they did jump up pretty much straight up.
Yeah. So you've held them to 5 points on the defensive end. You just can't score.
But you got to make up that deficit though.
And 2 out of your 4 points came from Gutierrez coming off the bench. So you're looking for some more scoring from your starters if you're Berean.
Oh, good look, good try by Gutierrez.
Yeah, that was a good play. He almost had 2 more.
Oh, yeah, I think that's going to be a
definitely
foul,
a call.
Or at least
I didn't see anything at first at the call, so.
Yeah, he's calling a foul. Yep. A little too physical there.
Yeah, again, one of those loose ball things where it was loose for a second, but the guy he had it by the time he got there. Yeah, no, it's
not many fouls though. We're looking at 1 and 2.
That was Landon Worley there called for that one. Got to assume the brother of Cooper, who we've called a few times tonight.
There's just nothing there. Did they call a foul?
It looks that way.
And Dyer did not like the call.
Yeah, because Dyer was pleading his case a little bit.
Now, did they call it on him?
I don't know.
Because I think he's got a point. No, I think it was on. Yeah, it was on Marshall, it looks like, not on Dyer.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you got the block, but then if there's another guy there hitting body or whatever it is.
It sounds like somebody was on the arm.
You can't usually see that. You're usually looking up, trying to block that shot.
You know, if you're at the end of the third quarter and Marshall only has 1 foul, you don't have much to worry about.
Yep. And you have to hit these free throws if you're
I know, they just can't.
He hit a couple early.
He did.
Hit that one. So I think he's 3 for 5 now. Yeah. So you got to find a way to get those points on the board if you're Berean.
Yep. Good defense, good hands. Yeah, they're playing some tough D. They're trying.
That's tough. That's tough. Got Marshall an open look.
Marshall's that pure shooter for them.
Good hustle closing out, but just not enough. He's just too good of a shooter for that. You can't leave him that much room. Looking for a touch to Alberts for this one.
Joel Christian
pops out of there.
Look. Oh my goodness.
Trying to fight for that rebound.
Oh, we got a foul on Dyer. And the way that looked at him, that did not look good. That did not look good.
Tough foul.
Yeah, Dyer pushed the guy down behind him, and it was not a good play.
No, the refs are going to talk about
that. The refs
are
going to talk about it because it was borderline flagrant to me. I don't know how the refs are going to call it. Yep, he's going to call it a flagrant. Yeah, because it wasn't. The guy didn't even have the ball. He just pushed him down.
Right. It's hard to tell in the middle of a scrum like that for the ball. You know, if it's just frustrated because you can't get the rebound.
Well, and I happen to see it in my peripheral. It's like, whoa, what is?
No, I saw it too. He kind of grabbed him around the neck, you know, and that. But like, was he reaching for the ball? It's hard to know exactly, you know, right? So.
Yeah, I think the referee made the right call.
No, for sure. Yep. Even if it was unintentional, it was still a hard foul, and you got to call that as a
you got to control the
right?
game
yep.
as a referee. Exactly. Well, maybe he just needed a hard hit. What do you think?
There you go. Christian's starting to hit these free throws. Definitely chipping away at the lead. I think he's already at 4 or 5 of these free throws. So that's he's a large percentage of their points on the board
of the second half. Yeah. Sure.
So that one hurts. He wants that one back.
But at least they do get the ball back. But that's only 2 fouls on Dyer, so he's not going anywhere.
Right. Yeah, you can't count on getting that guy out of there.
No, I mean, he's offensively, defensively, he's just a tough guy to play against. We'll see what Berean can do on offense here. Gutierrez, Albert, nothing. Oh, nice finish.
Nice play.
That was 25. That was Gerke.
Yeah, you'll need a few more of those.
Yeah,
some hustle plays, some rebounds, some open looks by the basket. 12-point game, and we're down to 42 seconds this third quarter.
Nice pass. Oh, wow.
There's been a couple of those plays that haven't ended well at the basket for them.
Yeah.
So you do last shot here if you're Berean and try and go into the fourth quarter.
I think so. I think I would hold. You got about
down
20
by
seconds
9 or
now.
10.
I think I would, yeah.
And here's Alberts.
Just work it around. Get a good shot. Start to go in about another few seconds. Don't lose the ball. Here comes Alberts.
You got to get something.
Somebody's got to go drive in here.
Down to 3.
That's not the shot you want. Oh, is that going to count? Oh, my goodness.
Good look by Gutierrez. He did exactly what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Just get it off. And
like that quick touch and just get it up there.
Yeah. Not the look they were looking for there at the end, though, right?
No, it was forced up. Like, that was like past, like,
All right, we're going to take a break along with these guys. We'll be back for the fourth quarter and to finish out this state line Berean game. All right, welcome back to our fourth quarter. 12-point game. Berean starts with the ball, which is an advantage to them. They need a bucket, I would say, right here. What do you think, Joe?
Oh,
Trying to come back, 12 points. We were just talking before, just hard to get points
again,
for these
just gotta
guys.
Start chipping away here. Yeah, that's been the story of the game for them. I hate to say it. They just cannot consistently get the buckets they need. Every now and then they have these little spurts.
Yeah.
And that not for lack of effort. They're trying
hard.
Right. But they just can't get the shots to fall. Good defense there, though.
Now this one, and like some of those plays, like right there, I would have tried to push that ball, you know, where there's a couple state line guys left in the dust.
You got them
they
out of position.
Slow down a little bit. And this guy's getting pushed around a lot over here.
Yeah,
Number
Joel
20.
Christians, man.
Christians,
that guy keeps
like,
up on,
what is there?
on the
You know,
floor.
like, was there a meeting about me in the locker room?
It's gonna be,
you know, nothing intentional there.
It's going to hurt in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. So he's trying to tough his way through it, and they need him to. He's been a huge part of the team. He's been kind of carrying him, honestly, in the second half.
I don't know how many
his free
points.
throws.
How many points did he have in the first half?
That's a good question. He had four in the first half.
He's got a
out
few
of their
more.
13.
I mean, that's about half their points.
Yeah.
And this could be more. Nope.
Probably a decent shot, but maybe a defender got a hand on it.
Yeah, the hand was up. That's why it's so important on defense to at least get a hand by the shot.
Yeah.
Because the shooter has to kind of adjust the shot.
Yep.
And that can be the difference between a made shot and a missed shot. So here comes Marshall.
Berean now in a man-to-man. So that'll be interesting to see if they can hold them on defense, especially Dyer, that matchup inside.
Marshall almost loses it. I would say, I'd say it's safe to say that Berean is in a dire situation.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Gutierrez with a foul there, and it was a pretty good foul. He didn't want him to have an and one.
Yeah,
so
that was a good foul.
Made sure to foul him.
Yeah, and he's only got 2, so that was a smart foul. Don't give him anything easy at this point in the game. Yeah.
It's tough to know if you're Berean, if you stick with that man-to-man or if you go back to your zone.
We got Nick Kale.
Yep, he's coming back in.
I hope we're not saying their name wrong. I feel bad.
We've said it a lot tonight, so hopefully not.
Callie, I don't know.
Yep.
Hopefully we're saying it right. But
and Christians takes a well-deserved seat on the bench after getting knocked around a couple different times.
Oh, yeah, that guy needed
good ball player. And here comes the other Cal. Nice play there.
Oh, that was nice.
That was good.
That was beautiful.
That looked so easy after tonight, right?
Jack Gerke with a beautiful shot. Nice pass.
I think Aiden Kale has to play that facilitator because he's been dribbling and then trying to shoot off the dribble.
Yeah, he's got a pass.
It's not working.
Agree.
So I think just try and find guys.
So Berean, I have to say, I have to give them credit. They're playing great defense.
Yeah.
Like you said, Kale needs to just facilitate. Be the John Stockton, be the whoever. Be the B.J. Armstrong.
I think he's frustrated, so he's coming down and he's trying to
bring
score.
It down there, pass the ball.
That's not going to work. So I think if he can drive, find a guy.
Yep. Beautiful. Nice
shot.
The
Britton's inside.
There you go. There we go. Alberts. I said Alberts has to score. We talked about that.
Yeah.
If they're going to do any kind of a comeback, it's got to be through
those last 2 trips seem so easy. After watching this whole game.
And that's why they were.
Where has that been the whole game?
Yeah, that's going to be a foul. That's why they were an undefeated team coming in here.
Yeah.
Because you can see those signs like, oh, yeah, it's all coming now.
Right.
Hopefully it's not too little too late. I mean, it's about 6 minutes, so they have enough time.
10-point game right here. And actually, if you look at, I think, Berean has outscored them the second half because it was a 25-13 game. So it's been a 12-10 game now. So they're starting to find the rhythm. Is there enough time now, right? And was that first half whole too much? That's the problem now.
That's going to be tough, though.
The man-to-man on Dyer inside is tough. Very tough for them.
Did they switch to man-to-man?
They have in the last couple trips down.
So that must be their fourth quarter.
Just trying to change something up, I think.
I think they're going to have to do man-to-man. I think you can't leave these guys open. There you go.
And if this guy can find a way to drive and then dish.
Yeah, that's great. I feel like the offense is running better that way for Berean. Gerke looking back.
You just don't have too much time either.
Brings it in, finds somebody. Oh, that's
nice
a good
play.
look. Good look, good shot.
Rebound goes to.
Oh, they just cannot make a three-pointer.
The threes have hurt them a lot.
2 missed three-pointers. Yeah, they're getting pretty aggressive on their defense. And they have some fouls to give. So.
When you're a smaller team, you have to hit those outside shots, I think. At least get a couple of them. Right, exactly. Even just a couple. But they have not. I don't know if they've hit
one three. Have they even hit 1 3? I don't know. Are they
there wasn't any in the
on
first half. Yeah, in the first half they were 0 for 6.
I don't think they have. I don't think they've hit a 3 yet. Which is fine. Then just go inside. You just have to go inside. Oh, nice defense.
Good drop back there.
By Kale. Wow. Aiden Kale. Nice. Great steal.
Almost like a little football move there where he kind of like read the eyes of the quarterback,
little
right?
Interception.
Yep. I don't know what the call is there.
That's an offensive foul, it looks like.
Body's hitting the floor.
Oh, that's a bummer for Berean. And I felt like they were finally just getting a little bit of momentum.
Yeah. It's been a physical game, back and forth on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, no, these referees are doing a good job. They're calling a good game. If they ever feel like it's getting out of control, they're making the right calls.
Tough job, some of these plays. It's going at a high speed, right?
It is tough.
It's hard
tough
to know.
Calls to make. Yep, you're right. I think State Line is pretty happy to kind of waste the clock here.
Yep.
So Berean's going to have to be careful that they at least keep the pressure on them. Wow, nice way to follow your shot. Good fundamentals. Wow, they're using up a lot of clock this possession.
Yeah. If you're Berean, you're right. You have to start coming out on that and find a way to.
Yeah.
That was perfect where they had him. I mean, Marshall probably wishes he made that shot and had a good look at it, but at least you forced him to shoot. And it was a miss. You got to get that rebound then, right?
Yeah, you got to box out.
You can't force him to shoot and then give an offensive rebound.
Follows his own shot, gets his own rebound.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's not good for Berean. Good for State Line, though.
Yeah, you almost have to start doubling, right, where you start bringing somebody up to try and take it a steal.
He's got a wide open layup. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
High school basketball, if you have a lead like that late, it gets very hard. Because then you start playing outside.
Yeah, this is pretty much it, because there's no shot clock.
There's no shot clock.
So you can just run that clock down.
Right. And then you can start doing backcourt cuts. A lot of physical contact. We see Marshall bounce out of that one.
There's the shot for Kale. Aiden Kale. That's their first three-pointer of the game, Adam.
Yep.
If they can get a couple of those shooters going, I mean, that's wow.
You definitely need to hit some outside shots if you're going to close up this gap, this 11-point game. So we'll go ahead and take a break here along with these guys. One of our last timeouts, probably the game, 3:18 left, 11-point game. Berean trying to make it closer at the end. Trying to close that gap.
They're not giving up yet, though.
Nope. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We have State Line basketball.
If I was the coach of Berean, I'd have a full court press for sure right now.
You got to figure out a way to get that ball back.
I don't know why they're not doing that. Why? I don't know. You got 3 minutes left, and this is.
They must not have a lot of experience with pressure like that. So you don't want to give away easy baskets either.
Steal!
Almost exactly what you want.
Yeah, but that is good for the momentum.
Number 25, Gerke, who has had a good game this game. Gerke, a sophomore for Berean, has played a very good game, very solid game.
Number 25.
Some baskets, some good defense.
Yeah, he has. He's played well. Well, they're bringing the pressure.
Here's Worley. bringing it down. He's a good ball handler. Nice little dish there.
Yeah, that was great.
And again, if you are State Line, you can do this the rest of the game.
They're just content to waste the clock.
I think that's a smart foul. I don't think you can let them waste minutes.
No.
Berean doesn't have, a high-scoring offense to score 11 points quickly. So, I think you got to put them at the line and hope they miss those free throws.
It's going to be tough. I mean, you got a little under 3 minutes.
And I think you have to be careful who you choose to shoot those free throws too.
That is true.
Try and look for the right guy.
Yeah, that's tough. Easy 2 for Dyer. Yeah, he's got a lot of points for them. He's got to be close to 20, I think.
We're going to see another timeout happen here from State Line's bench. So 2:42, a 13-point game, and Berean has the basketball. That's their one advantage here, I guess, right? So try and get a bucket. What do you think, 3-point shooting? You're going to look for an open look?
Yeah, I think at this point you almost have to just, if you have an easy 2, go for the 2.
Yeah.
But if you got a 3-pointer in rhythm, you just shoot the 3. I think you have to. They haven't made a lot, but they finally had Aiden Kale finally hit one. So I say you just keep going for it.
Yeah.
You got a 13-point deficit.
And our foul situation, the next foul Berean gives out would put State Line at the line for that 1-and-1.
For the bonus,
So I think you foul that the first second they get the ball. You don't want to waste the 30 seconds before you foul. Like you said, full court pressure where you're all the way down there.
Yeah.
As soon as that ball comes in bounds, maybe you wait till it goes to the right guy who you want at the foul line. Maybe not Marshall there, right?
Right. I think you try to go for a steal for a couple of seconds.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't want to wait too long now.
You see Christians back out there for Berean Kingsman.
All right. Joel Christians.
Gets the ball.
Yeah, they're going to have to really, looking for another 3. Oh, wow. Almost.
Not a bad shot.
Rimmed around there.
Probably what they needed.
That's going to be off of State Line. But, yeah, you got to. Oh, that's tough.
You kind of need those ones to go down now,
you
right?
Do. You really do. It was a good look. It almost did.
Yeah, you just have to have at least a chance and just throw it up there, see if you can try and get a couple to go down.
Definitely need to have some intensity and quickness.
Albert's backing down. Oh, another good one, another close shot.
Just tough stuff. Tough for Berean. State Line, with every second that ticks away, State Line's looking better and better. Yeah,
State Line looks like they're in good shape. And you still keep going back to the well of Dyer. And
he's a producer for them.
Definitely be a factor down the stretch. Tomorrow's games.
Depending on who he goes up against, though, if the other team has somebody taller,
Oak Hill does have some size. We were watching the end of that last game against CLA. They have some size inside, so it'll be interesting to see that matchup tomorrow. And if you're Berean, right now it looks like you're going to bounce down to that 5th place bracket.
CLA, I think Berean, I could be wrong, I think Berean could beat CLA, but I think it'll be a good game.
CLA is a good team. They're missing.
I think it'll be a closer game than this. I could be wrong.
Yeah. CLA missing one of their key players this tournament, so that does change it up a lot. And at this point,
on that one.
I think both teams know the final.
And that was number 33, Ethan Raines, who's a sophomore. That was a good bucket by him, good layup. Taking it coast to coast.
We have some subs coming in for State Line. Kind of wrapping this one up now. All of a sudden turned into a 19-point lead.
Yeah, that really.
A couple big spurts for State Line in this game, and we talked about that last minute of the first half. I think it really came down to that.
I think that really was that really separated.
Yep.
And then they could never.
It was a momentum switch, but there was also a point switch where you went from 4-6 down to 10 or 12.
Double figures.
So it is a mental thing. That double-digit lead is a real thing.
You can get it down to single-digit lead. Suddenly it's like, oh, wow, we could actually do this thing.
But Berean battling, to stick around for most of the game, so you got to give them credit for that. They have a tough matchup in CLA, I'm not going to lie, tomorrow. So they got to get a good night's sleep tonight and try and figure out the turnover situation. CLA's going to eat that up. They got a quick team out there. So you got to be ready tomorrow to take care of that basketball. And I look to get back to Albert's a little bit. Albert's had a quiet game tonight. Ended up with only, it seems like 6 or maybe 7 points.
Yeah, 6 points
for the game.
Maybe.
So you want to get him going tomorrow for sure.
Yep. Well, after this game, Adam, Berean will no longer be undefeated.
Yeah, it looks that way.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Looks that way for sure. I was looking, too, to see these seniors for both teams, too, right? What you have set up for years, next year as far as players go. So you're missing some key guys. If you're Berean, you got a Cal out there who's played some good minutes.
Yeah, they are going to lose some seniors.
Right? Albert's, too.
Yeah.
And Gutierrez, who's played some good minutes, too. You got to give Blake Gutierrez.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. This is going to wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem that Berean had, they just could never get their offense flowing consistently.
We saw a couple times where they were able to, and it looked great, but for sure consistency was a problem.
But yeah, they just could not stop. Who was it? Marshall and Dyer were really just that duo is pretty impressive, Adam.
Yeah. So tomorrow we have State Line Oak Hill. Let me give you guys the times to be able to tune in for that if you're looking for State Line.
Who do you give the edge on that one?
That's going to be a 12:30 game tomorrow, Joe. Church Gym. You guys who want to tune in for that one. So 12:30 tomorrow, State Line and Oak Hill. I don't know, honestly. I think it's going to be a really good game.
I think so.
The other team,
I
Berean,
think I give edge a little bit to State Line.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good game there. And then Berean will end up against CLA at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, and that's going to be in the church gym as well. So those two games happening tomorrow, so you guys can tune in. That one, CLA is going to be a tough matchup for Berean. I think, it's going to be tough for them to be able to knock them off, but, they have to pull together those turnovers, try and lower those, and be able to figure out something offensively. So
I think you're right. I think if they can figure out their offense and just be a little more consistent, I think this game was the first time they faced that amount of pressure.
That's true. So
it was
that'll help them for tomorrow.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in on our Eagle Sports Network, and great game here.